rich harmonies, the kind where the band plays those unique melodies. You found one street over there's a life I could have known. Would have kept me.
WSGI. And this is Lee Marie in for U-Turn Laverne on One Street Over. I'm so glad you could join us. All right, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for keeping your arms of protection all around us and your angels of protection. Please take these shows today where you want them to go. We love you. We praise you. May everything that we say and do glorify you. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. All right, so today is Veterans Day, correct? Well, Veterans Day on the radio.
It is.
Not the Veterans Day, that's in November. But I did wear this shirt because Vietnam Veterans Day is this month. But we do have Scott, and we're going to be having Gwen in 1 second. There is Gwen right there. And they're from the Veterans Service Office. So first we'll start with Scott since he arrived first. What is your title, Scott?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm the director. Terry Wilson retired. Most people know about Terry Wilson. Has been in the office for years. He retired December. I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to be able to, after working several years with him, to slide into the spot. And so it's been very busy. But having Gwen and our other assistant VSO, Abigail, out of Cheatham, has been a blessing to the office. So it's going well.
Yes, I got to meet Abigail last time that I was filling in for Laverne. And,
Again.
Exactly. And I was so impressed with her experience and her heart for veterans and just her history, her whole family history. I mean, she started when she was, small.
Yeah. She learned from her mom.
So you guys got an awesome office. So I know that, Terry's absence is, I'm sure, felt.
Sure.
But I'm glad that he, just really primed everything so that it would just be a smooth transition.
He handpicked Scott. He told us several times that he was not going to leave until he knew he had someone that could step up and take his place. So.
Very cool. All right. Well, Terry, we hope that you get better soon, and we miss you. Yeah. Okay, so what do we want to talk about today?
So
your T-shirt. We want to talk about your T-shirt.
Yeah, that's one of the big things we're going to talk about. I know. I told the Legion members last night with the American Legion in Greenbrier, we had our meeting. It's a weekly meeting on first Tuesday, 6:30 to 7:30 every month. I just really want to plug the Legion. We need some participation from our veteran and families out in the county. It's twofold. There's a lot of volunteers needed for different projects. And so fundraisers, different things like that. But also the more members that the Legion and the VFW has, the stronger the voice on Capitol Hill. So, that's very important. So I just want to make sure, just reaching out to the listeners, give us a call. We'll let you know how to get involved. 615-382-6506 is our office number there in county. And just give us a call, and we'll put you in touch with the right people.
Very cool. Awesome. And the chamber, I saw there was some, you know what, I'm going to have to find it on my phone. So go ahead and Gwen, I can see.
Well, the big thing this month is, like I mentioned, your T-shirt, you've got the Agent Orange Heart Medal T-shirt on. We're doing the memorial the end of this month. We've got an evening event coming up on the 28th, and that'll be at the Holiday Inn from 4 until 6. We'll have some state representatives for the VA or for TDVS, Tennessee Department of Veteran Services there, and you can get questions answered. You can get concerns.
Okay.
Talk about that with them, and then all day Friday. We'll be out at Springfield Memorial Gardens where we'll have the ceremonies, and Laverne should be doing that. Hopefully the mayor will be there, Billy Vogel, and we've got Tommy
Baker.
Yeah, Colonel Tommy Baker will be there from TDBS. So I mean, we've got some people there that if you're a vet in Robertson County, you can come out and talk to them and meet them, and then we can get things started if we need to for you. So
So there's several things those days, right? I mean,
yeah,
it starts Thursday night.
It does start Thursday night. I think Thursday the plan is really to do the cenotaph, read the names. I believe Laverne's going to be out there with that as well, um, and that'll kind of make that'll roll into Friday. We'll do um, um, kind of there at the Springfield Memorial Gardens, and that's where the town hall is going to take place. Where Gwen was saying,
Okay. Yeah, this is actually I saw this up at the library
Right.
yesterday.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a flyer on that, and that
that's for
says
Friday.
that's Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
it-
this
that's
is more for
Springfield Memorial.
veterans to get their questions answered.
Yeah, you can do that, but then Friday night or Thursday, I'm sorry, Thursday night, we've got the meet and greet from 4 to 6 at the Holiday Inn, and then the candlelight vigil across the street at the Springfield Memorial at 6 o'clock. So we've got 2 days that we're planning on celebrating our Agent Orange veterans. So,
I really want to see the community come out for this. You know, if you have homeschool groups or whatever, bring them out.
yeah,
And if you want somebody to speak with them, you know, before the ceremony, reach out to us because we can have someone do that. We've
Yeah.
done that before. We've had a veteran, and I even helped out one time. But you know, we need to educate our kids about this because
they need to hear the stories from the people that were there.
yeah,
And the people that were there are slowly but surely fading away. My dad was a Vietnam veteran. We spent 3 years in Japan while he was serving over in Vietnam. So he was back and forth from out of Yokota, and he did Da Nang and Tan Son Nhut, and he was over there for 6 months at a time.
mm-hmm.
So he knew exact. I mean, you could talk if you had talked to him, he would have been able to tell you exactly what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we need kids to be educated about that because
And their
it's-
parents too, because I
Yeah.
know when we brought this homeschool group out, you know, the parents were like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize the year span from this to this," and
Mhm.
you know, there was even a lot of questions that we were able to answer for the parents.
Yep.
You know, and I mean, if there was ever a group that has paid it forward, it is our veterans.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and if there
Definitely.
anytime there is something to honor them, we all need to get out and get other
And
people
support
out and
them.
support them
Yeah,
because they have
yeah.
supported us forever.
Yep. Yep.
So
So I mean, lots of good things planned for the end of the month. We hope to see a lot of people out there.
very exciting.
Get your questions answered, and I mean, even veterans, support other veterans.
Mhm.
We've got a lot of young veterans coming into the office, so I mean, we'd love to see them out there too, so that they can go ahead and kind of honor the guys that went before them.
Sure. Now, what other needs do you have? Do you have other needs for volunteers for certain things, or what else?
I know
you
one
got?
of the yes, ma'am. One of the things we talked about last night was the annual spring turkey shoots coming up.
Ooh.
That's going to be in April. It's every Saturday in April, 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th. The Legion is always needing assistance with volunteers and to do different things, and so that's the primary fundraiser for the Legion, and so that and the reason that's important. When it comes to membership dues, the Legion makes little to none off of the Legion dues themselves. They depend on fundraisers like this, and the fall turkey shoot as well. So it's really important, and it usually turns out to be a big event as far as the cost and the prizes that the Legion gives out with all the different meats, and it's one of the cheaper ones around. We talked a lot about that last night. So that's one of the big things coming up. Besides the 28, 29 of March event, that's the next one for the Legion.
Okay. Well,
in
we need to
April.
talk about that turkey shoot more because that is such a wonderful event that you guys do. I know that my family loves going. And I saw people even won these like pancakes and
Yeah.
syrup last time. I was like, hey, how'd you get that? But anyway, Stephen came home with a really good big old thing of bacon. So,
Yep.
that was good. But yeah, so right now, everybody get out your calendars and mark all of those Saturdays in April
Yeah.
because I'm sure you can't do all of them, but I'm sure you can do some of them and or get people out there. And all ages are welcome to volunteer for it. And what we do as volunteers, one of the main things is we put up the paper, the turkey, the sheets of
Targets.
paper. Yes, thank you. The targets that have turkeys on them. It's early. And, it's because some people go, oh, turkey shoot. Oh, I sure to shoot a turkey. Well, you're shooting a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's
And
just a target.
yeah. And so we go down there after each round and we put up a new sheet. And so that's what we're doing. We're not doing anything with physical turkeys. I need to say that because some people don't
I
know.
know some people. That's
So-
us city folk.
So it's a good time, and they always have some food for sale in the American Legion there. So if you just want to go and hang out and just support the veterans, and of course, bring your money and you can win some fabulous prizes. And
That's from Holtz, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holtz.
Holtz is a big supporter. That's where the
Huge support there in
yeah.
Ridgetop. So
good breakfast there too. Biscuits and gravy and
Mhm.
coffee. And some people go there just to socialize.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's normally a packed event, so it's good.
Right. I know last time I went and I got some cool shirts and some little green turkey mugs.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. I don't know if you still have them. If you do, bring them out because I think I'm going to buy some more. But yeah, so make sure you're supporting our local veterans at this. And like Scott said, they only do this shoot twice a year, and it's their main fundraiser. So bring your checkbook and support them for sure. And the American Legion is located at.
It's American Legion is located there in Greenbrier. You can't miss it. And as a fundraiser, Gwen knows firsthand the money that the Legion is able to raise. Just last week, it helped our veteran get off the street.
Oh.
He came into the office. He had nowhere to stay. He came in initially focused on a character of discharge upgrade on his DD-214, but then I realized, after conversation, he's homeless, nowhere to stay that night. And so the Legion, helped out, put up the money to get him off the street for a few days. And that's the kind of give back, just one of many examples.
Mhm.
So
That's awesome. And so is your office still over in the voting building?
yes, ma'am. We're right across from the property tax office there at 505 South Brown Street in the main county building. And last month I mentioned to Laverne, come June, July, we're excited. We're going to be in the new building across the street. It's going to be brand new. It's going to be three times the space we have now.
Wow.
And it's going to be 3 different offices. It's going to be, we're excited. We can't wait. We're looking forward to it. And we're one of 3 offices, I believe, that are moving across the street to kind of make more room there in the county building.
Oh, okay, so it's 3 different county offices that are going to
Yes,
be over
ma'am.
there? Oh, okay. Do you know what the other ones are yet, or is it?
I think it was
I think it's 911.
911, and there was a third one. The mayor, Billy Vogel, decided which ones were going to move based on space needed. And so, because there are other offices like the front tag office,
Mhm.
that need to kind of pull in some of that more space.
Okay, so that's going to be like June and July-ish.
Yeah, this summer.
Hopefully this summer sometime.
Okay, but in the meantime, if people do want to stop off and just drop off donations with you,
Yep.
Is it just money or gift cards? What donations do you guys need people to
For veterans, either
Okay.
or.
Okay, so like gift cards for like Kroger or Walmart
Right.
or gas stations.
Well, the vet that came in, we set him up with a Kroger gift card to get him something to eat, and then we set him up at one of the hotels there. So it's just something that we give back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can reach out to us if they've got some needs like that. So
Okay, and so your office is on the first floor.
Mhm.
When you go into the glass doors, you kind of go to the left, go down, then go to the right
mm-hmm.
hallway, and you're on the left.
Yep.
All right. So y'all, you're going to be stopping by those offices. So anytime you stop in, just go in and.
I know we've got lots of traffic for the property tax. So
Oh yeah. Thank God I was listening to Laverne's show that day on the 29th because she wasn't talking about property tax. She was talking about the regular income
Yeah.
tax stuff. But
Mhm.
I was like, taxes. I went to the side
Uh-uh.
of the fridge because that's where I slapped the property tax
Mhm.
because I was like, oh, well, this isn't due till forever.
yeah.
And I looked at it, I'm like, that's today. It's like I'm running.
Yep.
Like 48, 49,
Yep.
50. And then I drove down there like a mad woman and got it paid. Yay.
On the 29th,
On the 29th.
on the extra day. So
Thank
yeah.
God for leap year, right? No.
Yeah, when we were busy yesterday. A lot of people coming in looking for the voting office.
Ah, yes, yes.
it's
So if
like,
you didn't vote yesterday,
no.
you're out of luck.
Yeah, it's like no, no. You need to go to your precinct. You don't come down there to vote
Oh.
on regular voting day.
And I even said that yesterday on the radio because I
Yeah.
confirmed that, because I wanted to know because in some other states you can go to the election office on election day.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And so I
not
confirmed
Robertson
that you
County.
couldn't, and I did
Yeah.
announce that, yeah, because I was filling in for U-Turn yesterday as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for those that voted, and those of you that are unhappy with the results. Well, you know what? You can still get involved.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some people, we're sad. There's always going to be winners and losers, but if it's a cause that you believe in, then you need to get to it.
Right.
I did see in the morning
complaining.
our
Yeah.
schools are within. We are the bottom 5% for the state.
Mm.
There's 7 districts in our state. They're at the bottom 5% for the overall. This isn't just the third grade,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. This overall.
And that was from the Tennessean
Wow.
newspaper. So you guys, if you're serious about that, then go to the school board meetings and start telling,
Participate.
participate. Give
Yeah.
give people ideas.
Yep.
I know we need to, emphasize academics more, but let's brainstorm together and really get involved. So don't just run and then that's it. Oh, I didn't
Right.
get on. You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
We need to rescue our children. We don't want to be in the bottom 5%.
No.
So anyway.
They deserve better than that.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
anyways, we're here to talk about the veterans. It is 7:15, so I need to do a commercial break real quick. And let's see, who are we going to hear about first? How about Barry and Rebecca Richards?
If you need help in the real estate business, be sure and check out Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Prime Realty. New name, same great exit team. Barry and Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty. Barry is our broker right here in Springfield, has an office there on the square. Rebecca has the office up in White House. She's one of the agents out of White House, and they took those 2 offices and combined them to bring you Exit Prime Realty. Again, new name, same great team. No matter what you're looking for in the real estate community, if you're buying or selling, if you're looking in Robertson County, they specialize in Robertson County properties because they're across Plainians and have been for 28 plus years, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. Barry is an expert marketer. Rebecca, one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. They can help you no matter what your need. And if you want to connect with them, you can Google them. Barry Richards, Exit Prime Realty, Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty. Or if you like, you can just give her a call, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425. Let them know U-Turn sent you.
Hi, friends and neighbors.
Okay, we are back in studio. I have Scott and Gwen, both from the Veterans Service Office right here in Robertson County. And so glad that they could come in and update us. And they got some more information from Terry. Go ahead.
So one of the big things we were talking about during the commercial was coming up on the 13th of March. That is it's every other Wednesday in the month. The next Healing Arts Between the Lines Art Therapy is coming up on the 13th of March. Starts at 1 o'clock. There's no cost to join. And really, it's open to veterans, veteran spouses, surviving spouses, first responders, and their spouses. It doesn't cost you anything. Monthaven there in Hendersonville is kind enough to furnish the materials needed. And so it's really meant to be a therapy session versus the traditional, maybe sitting down and speaking to someone. Well, this is art therapy, and it's something that Terry was pretty passionate about. So they're really looking to bolster the awareness and the attendance. So again, it's going to be at the American Legion there in Greenbrier on the 13th of March at 1 o'clock. Just bring yourself. Everything is provided. So
Oh, nice. Very good. And what day is that?
that is the 13th of March
Okay,
at 1 o'clock.
13th of March at 1 o'clock. All right. And
There's a lot of people that are able to attend this.
Oh.
It's not only veterans.
oh,
It's first responders,
okay.
their spouses, widowed spouses of veterans. So I mean, there's a huge variety of people that
Right.
are able to attend.
Now, is there like a Facebook invite on that or something?
It'll end up on we put last month's on Facebook.
Okay.
It was on Valentine's Day,
Okay.
so we'll go ahead and post it on the Robertson County Veteran Service page.
Okay, and then also I just want to say, because I know we're mentioning the American Legion a lot, the address is 2730 Highway 41 in Greenbrier. Because, we do have a lot of new people in town, so we want to just not assume that they know exactly where it's at, especially since this is something where it's first responders who maybe have
Yeah,
not been to
yeah,
the
not
American
been there,
Legion
yeah.
before. So again, that's 2730 Highway 41 in Greenbrier. Same side of the street as the Springfield Memorial Gardens.
Mhm.
Just
Yes.
a little bit further.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just down the street.
just down the street. All right.
If you hit McDonald's, you've gone too far.
Okay.
You need to turn
Turn
around.
around.
Yeah.
When I first got to town, the red car in the sky was like my signal that I was going the wrong way. Because, when you first move to town, you're like, I don't know which way, And, so many times when I first got here, I'd like end up and it would say like, welcome to Tennessee. I'm like, oh, I was in Kentucky again, And so, but yeah, if I was going on Memorial too far and I would see that red car, like, turn
Yep,
around.
Yep. I'm almost to Greenbrier. I need to turn around.
Oh, goodness. All right. What else do we got?
Well, Gwen and I were just talking. I know in preparation for the April turkey shoot we have coming up, there's some work to the firing range, the backstop that's being done
Oh.
right now.
Okay.
Again, if volunteers are willing and able,
Mm-hmm.
it was originally going to be on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the
Tonight.
9th, but that was changed as of last night because I believe Saturday is going to be pretty wet.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be wet and cold most of the day, 80% of rain. So it actually got moved to Sunday, this coming Sunday. I guess that's the 10th at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m.
2 p.m. All right.
So if folks are willing and able to come out, bring your cordless power tools, whatever you have, and hopefully the more volunteers we have, we can knock it out.
All right. I will reach out to our TFA guys.
Yeah,
and
that'd
see
be a
if they
big
can
help.
help out. I know they did last time, and so I will make sure. So 2 p.m. this Sunday at the American Legion, as many volunteers as we can get with cordless power tools to help, and wear your gloves, to help with the target backstops, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
replacing a lot of the backstops that they've been used a lot, and so there's some they need to be repatted and
Spruced
redone.
up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. What other needs do we got out there for volunteers? Are we still looking for rides to any medical appointments? I know at one point they needed rides.
I know our rideshare program, it kind of just slowly started the same. We would send a request out for volunteers, and it got to be the same people volunteering over and over. So that we've kind of disbanded the program and relying more now on Mid-Cumberland.
Oh.
We do have bus passes if veterans are in need. It doesn't cost them anything. We have both in county and out of county. If you need to get to the VA for an appointment, we can give you what's needed to get you there and back, and help arrange that transportation. The only thing that Mid-Cumberland asks for is a couple days heads up to make sure they have people to get you there and back.
Okay.
But our office can help with that.
Okay. So do you help with that scheduling, or they just go to you for the passes and then they call Cumberland?
Typically, they'll come to us for the passes, but depending on what they're able to do, if they need help, Scott, where do I start? We can certainly call Mid-Cumberland there in the office
Okay.
and get them set up, VA appointment in Clarksville or wherever it is, and help them get that set up.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't. If they're comfortable, great. If not, we'll help them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from the meeting?
Nothing from the meeting. Just really, I just can't ask people enough to start coming out and supporting. It just seems like it makes me. I'm a 20-year retired veteran.
Thank you. For
I'm very proud of what I was able to do and what others before me. I always ask my veterans, when I see them out and about their service, and I tell them, I said, if there wasn't a you, there might not be a me. They came first, and so
I like that.
I really, we really need them, their support to come out, help with the events, get involved. There's different positions within the Legion. Not only Terry is the commander, but the treasurer and the adjutant. So, and they can get involved. Years ago, the decision was made for there not to be a watering hole or a bar there at the Legion. Their focus and mission was more about what we do, versus hanging out and having a beer. So it's can't overemphasize it. We need the support. You know, it just seems like, and Gwen and I had a conversation. It's been a lot of years since 9/11, and sometimes I feel, especially with our younger ones, that sense of patriotism and involvement. Um, Nothing's happened to our land per se, a traditional like that since
Yeah,
then.
kind of attack.
Yeah, and so um, our younger ones haven't had to identify with that. You know, I remember in Japan um, watching it happen on TV, and they shut down the bases and they called every one of us to put us on standby. We didn't know what was happening,
Yeah, halfway around the world.
and you know, the men and women coming into the military went through the roof because that sense of I want to get involved, make a difference. And I think sometimes it's easy to forget, and especially if it didn't happen, you know, when you were born. So I just really hope that we hang on to um, that pride, you know, and the thankfulness that we need to have for um, the things that we're able to do. You know, whether I agree with your political views and opinions or not, we fought for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
so that you can have that freedom. But yeah, so I'm kind of concerned with that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and you know what? May is coming up, and May is National Military Appreciation Month. So start thinking now. We're in March. Start thinking now what you can do as a church, as a neighborhood.
Yep.
You know, one thing that we did at Lights Chapel a few years ago is we collected money to get all of our Vietnam vets on the wall here.
Wow.
And it only took, and I was really touched that we collected the money in less than a month
Yeah.
to get them all on.
Yeah.
You know, and then my brother-in-law in Oregon, the siblings, I had our siblings pitch in. It's just something about everybody coming together and
Right.
supporting.
Yeah.
And so you can do that. So start now. Think about, what about your church? Are all you guys on there? Find out who your Vietnam vets are, and let's get them all on this wall now.
Yeah.
Start collecting the money now.
And not only that, so they can appreciate it,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they can see that they're
Exactly.
appreciated
Yes,
with a name somewhere.
that's right. They did not get
Don't
a
wait until
welcoming.
they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait until they're
exactly.
gone.
Don't wait till they're gone. Do it now. So there's so much that we can do. And then, of course, I like what you said about asking about their service, because a lot of people, when they see the hat or the shirt, and they'll say, "Thank you for your service," but then go further and ask them about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want to hear their story. And so,
Well, and sometimes they need to tell it.
mm-hmm.
You're helping them out because they get to talk about it a little bit. That somebody cares enough to ask about it. I mean, for some of them, it's a pretty big deal. So
Right. All right. And let me do one more commercial break here, because we do have a couple more. I'm going to be doing a commercial break here. We are at, let's see, how about Cumberland Connect?
One street over there's a life I could have.
Robertson County, it is time to join the Gig Club. Get Cumberland Connect. If you are a Cumberland Electric customer, well, good news. You can join me in the Gig Club, and you can have a full gig for just $80, high-speed internet that will blow you away. If you're like me and you've had terrible internet service for far too long, well, it's time to get in the Gig Club. Now, what you do is you go to cumberlandconnect.org, put in your zip code, cumberlandconnect.org, and it'll tell you if they're in your neighborhood already or when they're going to be in your neighborhood. You can also just call them and ask the question, 1-800-987-2362, 1-800-987-2362. And if you're somebody in these areas, if you're a Cumberland Electric customer and you're having some financial struggles, well, because internet is now a utility, there is an affordable connectivity program providing qualifying households with monthly credit to help pay for internet services. And if you're eligible, you could receive a credit of up to $30 per month toward broadband services. And they have packages starting at, you guessed it, $30 per month. Be a part of the Gig Club or just get into high-speed internet with Cumberland Connect. CumberlandConnect.org. Tell them U-Turn sent you. If you need
All right, we're back in studio. I have Gwen and Scott right here from the Robertson County Veterans Service Office, and we're so glad that they
help in the real estate business,
And we need to give your contact information right now. So, because we have covered a lot of stuff, and I know some people are getting ready to go into their office at work. So, what is your contact information?
So our address there is in the main Robertson County City Building, right across from the property tax office. We're at 505 South Brown Street. Our office number, 615-382-6506. That's 382-6506. And if you're out and about, a lot of folks come in and where they were paying the property taxes. Happens, just about every week, and didn't know we were there. We're trying to get the word out as much as we can. On that same note, I was sitting here thinking, if there's something that our veterans or families out in the community think would help or benefit, or something we could do or look into, um, if you would please come see us. Anything that we can do to kind of get the office out there, make sure people are aware. If you have ideas, come see us. And that's something that Gwen, Abigail, and I can look into, how we can support, so just let us know.
That reminds me actually of something that I know that you used to send out veterans to classrooms that would ask. Do you still do that, to do little talks to the kids?
We haven't done that in quite some time. I know our community outreach is something that I'm thinking, what's the best way to do it between the three of us in the office. We just, it's difficult. I guess it's a good thing, but we stay so busy. Um, when Dan Riley and Terry were running the office, and I mean, it's just, and all the outreach they did, you're talking long, long days. I got home at 8:30 last night, got up at 5 o'clock this morning. So a lot of long days, and sometimes it's hard to maintain, but we're looking at how to get out there in the community more. So,
I was thinking, because I'm on the Facebook groups for the Robertson County homeschoolers and the White House homeschoolers. So maybe we could do something in between, or maybe we could even do like a little thing at the library and invite both of those groups of homeschoolers, and maybe have some of our seasoned veterans, like Hugh Nichols, or some of them to come out and talk, to kind of kick off our appreciation for our military. So getting people ready for military appreciation
ramp it up for
month.
May.
Yeah, and give them ideas. Maybe give them, so that if there's younger kids, give them some coloring sheets, that they can, turn in. We'll have like a couple, like we could do one, like, this is what the different projects we have for Military Appreciation Month. What do you guys want to do?
Right.
And then we're going to meet, next month, because we can do, one in April, and then, or one in, March, I guess end of March, and then maybe end of April. And then have the kids go out and visit them, or, find out in their neighborhoods. Maybe we'll have like a little survey sheet. How many veterans are in your family? How many veterans are in your neighborhood? Or that kind of thing, just to kind of get the kids thinking about that.
That's a great idea.
Homeschoolers are always looking for cool little outings that are educational.
Right.
And they're really good. Both of those homeschool groups are very active. They're always posting ideas and stuff. So, I'm happy to help, get that one of those going if you want. But it just kind of popped in my head. Thank you, Lord. All the good ideas are from him.
Yeah, only him.
That's right. Anyway, okay. And so there was something else you wanted to talk about, some applying.
Well, Robertson County, Tennessee Veteran Services, we've got a Facebook page.
Okay.
So this will kind of, I'm trying, it's a new page because Terry let the old one kind of expire, and we can't get back into it because nobody knows the passwords.
Everybody's got one of those.
Thank you, Facebook. But so we've got a new one that we've started up, and I'm trying to keep it updated as much as possible. While we were sitting here talking, I was updating the turkey shoot spruce up for for Sunday instead of Saturday. But that Facebook page is Robertson COTN Veteran Services. So you can go to our Facebook page and
say that again.
Robertson COTN
Okay.
Veteran Services. So Robertson County, Tennessee Veteran Services, and it's got all of our contact information on there, as well as we're keeping it updated as far as the Agent Orange thing coming up at the end of the month, and anything going on with the American Legion and VFW in the area. So that'll be a great resource for you to go ahead and go to if you got a question. I'll try and post this show because I know we've kind of bounced all over the place on some of the things that are coming up and some of the things that are going on. So we'll go ahead and you can always go to that and make sure that you've got all the latest of what's coming up. So.
All right. And then Scott, were you saying something about there's something that you might want to mention about an application process that?
So yeah, I know Gwen working the front desk. It has seen lately a few of our veterans and families coming in with excited with their the service members DD 214 in hand. And for those of our listeners that may not know, DD 214 basically is the golden ticket that says a veteran's a veteran when they served.
It's your military resume.
It's a
Basically.
military resume, and we pay attention to something on there called the character of discharge. Sometimes that can factor in certainly into what benefits might be available for the veteran. So what we're seeing is that they're excited they have the 14 and they paid for this DD 214. You should never have to pay to get your DD 214. It's incredibly easy. We can do it for you in the office. Gwen does a lot of them.
It's not always fast, but it's very easy to get a DD 214. So basically you go online to National Archives and request it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a veteran that has passed, a grandfather, a dad, and you want to see his DD 214, what he actually did and accomplished, you can go to the National Archives and request that. They've got a special form that you fill out, and you just fill in the blanks, and they'll send it right to your address. But if you want to come in and see us, we can go ahead and we're happy to do that for you. But we had the county clerk come down a couple weeks ago, and he had a sheet of paper, and both Abigail and I looked at it, and we were like, "What's going on?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "This DD 214 was sent to us." So the Register of Deeds is happy to keep that on file. You need that when your veteran passes. To get military honors at his funeral, you need to have that DD 214 in hand. So the Register of Deeds came down and he says, have you seen anything like this? And Abigail and I both went to the website, and it's a website that charges $200 to get your DD 214. And unfortunately, this person paid it. And I was like, no. So when I saw that, it's like, I just want to make our veterans aware that is not something you pay for. That is something that you should have gotten when you were discharged. Every time you re-enlist, when you go in the first time, you'll get one when your enlistment expires, and then when you re-enlist, they'll go ahead and it generates another one. So some veterans may have 4 or 5 of them. I know my dad had 5 of them because he was in for 20 years. So every time his 4-year stint was up, they would go ahead and it would generate another one. So you can ask for the military history online at the archives. They'll send what they've got, what they've kept, and what they've filed, and it's just something that you get when you get out, and it gets misplaced and it gets overlooked, or he passes and family members, it doesn't mean anything to them. So.
And I wanted to mention something about that too, because people are getting taken advantage of a lot online. And the same thing with, like, if you have unclaimed property, there's plenty of places that say, "Oh, well, I can get it for you, but you got to pay me this, blah blah blah."
Right.
And you don't need to.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the Tennessee Treasury website, and there is search for unclaimed property right there. You don't need to pay somebody for that. And it breaks my heart when I see people
it did. It was
paying for
like,
stuff
oh
like
my
that.
gosh, you can't. Yeah, it was.
And then just in general, anytime someone's asking you for money, talk with someone else, because there are so many scams out there that it's so easy, and my mom was a victim of the grandparent scam where, someone called claiming they were her grandson,
right.
And she sent cash.
I'm in trouble. Help me. Yeah.
Don't tell anyone because I'll
Right.
get in trouble with my dad or whatever. And luckily she told me. It was like 2 weeks after it happened. She told me.
Yeah.
And so I went on, and of course I called the local DA, the local police office, the county, the state, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All the DAs, they all said, "There's nothing you can do," da, da, da. And I said,
Right.
"Okay, yeah, right." So I went online, And I found out that Michigan, because the money was sent to Canada, Michigan
Wow.
was doing stuff. They were on top of this because they were tired of this happening.
Yeah.
They were so happy I called. So I had to get up really early a few days because I was in California at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Get really early and talk to these people.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, they got to like the equivalent of like the UPS or whatever in Canada, and they intercepted the people that were coming to pick it up.
Wow.
She got every penny back of her like $8,000 or whatever it was that
Oh
she
my
sent.
That's
gosh.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't, if somebody just tells you, no, you can't,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta take care of yourself. And sometimes that means taking things into your own hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
We have two vets and taking things into their own hands. They came in. There's a little card going out, VFW and American Legion, I think, and it's basically it's a book. The card says we're putting together a book and we'd love to hear your stories. You call them. They're happy to hear from you. Want to hear your stories, and then you're paying $100 to $150 to get this book with your stories in it. Well, one of the vets spoke up and said, "Why should I pay you for my story? You should be paying me for my story." So that's something. I mean, that's another thing to look out for. The mail is something that they use too.
Well, that's interesting that you said that because I've noticed online lately a lot of people what is your story for, for this, for that. There's been
Yeah.
a lot of those lately on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on? And I thought, well, maybe just all these people are self-publishing and blah, blah, blah. So now I know it's a scheme
Yeah.
to get money.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
get money. They and whether the book is ever published or not, we don't know because one of the one of the vets that called and spoke with the people said, they started asking for credit card information and checking account information, and he's like, no, I don't think so.
Right.
Send me a bill, send me something in the mail, and he's yet to hear from them. So
There's so many scams out there. And then also be so careful. If you are on Facebook, do not just accept any friend request.
Yeah.
Because people have been hijacking other people's photos and sending out something that it'll say their name.
And be
and it'll
careful
look
what you
like
click on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So, I mean, I almost every day now, I get a friend request from somebody that I'm already a friend with. So I usually I text that person. I go, oh, I got a friend request from you so that they know.
Right.
But don't click on unless you like talk to somebody. You say, hey, can you friend me or whatever? Talk to them.
Right.
Because you don't want some stranger having access then to all of your information because, when you go, oh, yeah, I'm here or there, and they know where you are.
Yep.
So don't do that. And then Gwen had a good point too, is don't click on those links.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they will look like real links that come in your email. It'll look like it's from UPS or FedEx, and
Right.
you just happen to be expecting a package, and it'll say,
Mhm.
"Well, we tried 5 times and we couldn't deliver."
Yeah.
Click on this so we can get your correct whatever. Like, no, don't click any of those links.
Yep.
You got to be so careful, and they're not just targeting seniors; they're targeting everybody.
Everyone. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the older we get, the more susceptible we are. At least that is for me.
All of us untech savvy people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've learned a lot from my 25-year-old son.
Exactly. I know. Like if you want something fixed on your computer, you got to find somebody under
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. So yeah, anytime something comes up that, wants you to click on a link or send money, talk to somebody else.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if it's you guys, right?
Yeah.
If you're a
And
veteran,
I
you
was
can
I
go-
was glad that both the vets came in because it made us aware that okay, there's something out there that
Yes.
I had no idea.
right.
They want your stories. It's like, okay, yeah, you should be paying me to fill your book, not the other way around. So yeah.
People
And
are,
it just broke my heart that person paid what they did for their DD 214, which is, I mean, sometimes it's a 30-minute process. If they enlisted here in Tennessee, Tennessee War Records down in Nashville keeps those on file. And I had one the other day. It literally took about 30 minutes. Popped them an email. Within 30 minutes, I had a copy of it back and was able to give them a call, and they swung by the office and picked it up. So I mean, that's how easy it is to get that form that you need to get anything started with the VA or to get military benefits for a funeral. So it happened with my dad. I've told Laverne on several occasions when my dad passed away, that was the big thing. I mean, he's a 20-year veteran. He deserves the honors at his burial. So we were all scrambling at the last minute, where's his DD 214? We got to find that because without that, it's not honored. So I'm sitting down at the VA in Orlando waiting for them to pull up a copy. And in the meantime, they're looking at the house and they find it. So I mean, luckily we found it in time, but it's just one of those scrambles that
Do you keep those on file for your people? That,
yeah, you can come in and we'll set up a file
So
for
there's
them.
some that don't have them though, that, right?
Yeah, some of them that have them that don't have them and need them,
Okay.
and
Are
a
you
lot.
going through them just periodically, just looking and seeing and?
Well, I mean, if you've not come in with one,
Uh,
we don't know to have one.
okay.
But we've had several requests that it's last minute. The funeral's in 2 days,
Oh,
and we can't always guarantee that we can get it in
right.
2 days.
So you recommend that every veteran get that
Yeah.
now, get it on file.
Well, that's because whenever they come see us in the office, we can talk about benefits in general, but the question is, um, what benefits might I qualify for? Well, do you have your 214? You know, because we can start talking about the benefits and what we can help with and do, but we really need to see that 214. Make sure because there are, if you just look at you spend some time online, there are a lot of stolen valor cases out there and fraudulent 214s. And so we look and make sure the dates line up with the ribbons and service time, character.
Ah,
And so we make sure it's a authentic 214. And then if it's a veteran or family, we build their file. Doesn't take much time. If it's someone who comes in that just wanted their dad's 214, then we don't necessarily have to build a file, but we can say, hey, if you can, go upstairs to the Register of Deeds. They can make a copy and they'll keep it on file for you should you ever need it. So, and it doesn't cost you anything. So
okay.
that 214 is really important.
Sounds like it. All right, it is 10 minutes till, and I do have one last sponsor to do. And so let's talk a little bit about the Veterans Motorplex because it's racing time again, everybody. That started this month and it goes until October. And so this weekend is the awards banquet, but racing will get underway next weekend with the same family friendly environment and good time. You have, let's see, they have great concession stands and they have a family price that is $40 for 2 adults and up to 6 kids. Wow, that is great for a great family night. So make sure you check out their social media page and they have everything listed. And so let's see, Veterans Motorplex Highland Rim Speedway. So that's where you want to go on social media and look up the Highland Rim Speedway, and you can hear all about Veterans Motorplex and start having some fun again now that the weather is getting back to something that's good to go outside in, right? Okay, so we just have about 7 minutes left. What else do we want to cover in 7 minutes?
Interesting, and of course we're seeing a lot of. Back in August of 2022, the president signed something into law called the PACT Act. The PACT Act opened the door for a lot of benefits where veterans may have previously in the past been denied for, to include disability compensation and health care. Health care is the big one. So if you've applied for a VA health care in the past and were denied, the PACT Act did open up a lot more um, enrollment eligibility for veterans. So just because you were applied and denied in the past, maybe you should, and if it's still needed, come see us and we can look into helping you re-enroll to see if you're eligible. So yeah.
That's really good information. I'm sure some people do fall into that category. So if you are listening and you know somebody, then you might want to share this with them. And remember, even if you're not listening on air, you can always share this on Facebook. We have it posted on the WSGI Facebook page, but it's also on the website, WSGI1100.com. It's also on YouTube, but it's a little bit harder to find on YouTube. But we just recommend you sharing it because, some of the veterans, that's the only way that they're going to hear about some of this stuff.
Well, and it's on our website. That's something that we're linked to. So the VA has posted that on their website, and it's linked to ours. So
Okay, that's
go,
good.
go to our Robertson Cotier and Veteran Services Facebook page,
Okay.
and you'll see the article where he signed that in, and I mean it's a great thing to have VA healthcare. We have lots of veterans come in, and Scott will tell them, do you want to sign up for VA healthcare? And it's like, no, we've got our own insurance. It's like, well, it's nice to have,
Mm-hmm.
to have it, not need it,
Mm-hmm.
need it, not have it, that kind of thing. So
It's so great that our veterans office is just, just so awesome. And you guys care so much.
We try and stay on top of things.
So I mean, no wonder why our county's veterans office is like the envy of all the other counties. So you guys are doing it right. We have Scott and Gwen here from the Robertson County Veterans Service Office. Right now, their office is still over where you pay your car tags, but coming in June or July, they'll be moving across the street, hopefully. And of course, this is March, and so that means Vietnam Veterans Month,
Yep,
Vietnam
Agent
Veterans
Origin.
Day.
Yep.
And so you want to make sure you get out. Give those dates one more time for the celebration.
The 28th is going to be the meet and greet from 4 to 6 at the Holiday Inn.
Okay.
Candlelight vigil across the street at Springfield Memorial Gardens at 6 o'clock, and the reading of the names. And then Friday, starting at 8:30, we'll be at Springfield Memorial Gardens for the ceremony itself. So
the
Laverne is
8:30 is the town hall, but
yeah,
the noon is the ceremony.
yeah, and then I do believe that starts at noon.
That's when, Tuesday's the town hall focus, more of the Q&A, things like that for Tennessee Department of Veteran Services. And there's a lot of work that went into getting, the representation out there. And so I think TDVS is really looking to see how this turns out, if they're going to continue to do it. So really, and we try to tell our veterans that come in the office, hey, come Thursday and Friday, 28, 29, you can get involved and come see. It's pretty, it's an experience when they get out there and you hear the names and the names are read. My father's name is on there. He was a Vietnam veteran who passed in 2015. So when it comes to our office, I think as a whole, we care a lot. We do the best we can do. Sometimes hands are tied with red tape, but give us a chance. Come see us. Please be leery of anyone out there that says they can do better, quicker, faster, guarantee. I'd probably pause and do a 180 and walk out. Come see us.
Awesome. And give your phone number one more time.
It is 615-382-6506, 382-6506.
Awesome. Anything else? We just got a couple minutes.
We've covered so much.
I know. Well, just remember, you can always stop by the Veterans Service Office and leave a donation. So, hey, if you're at Kroger today, buy an extra gift card.
Exactly.
Come on by. $25 increments. Is that what I heard?
Usually $25 is.
That's
is
a good amount because it's easy for them to use that. So $25 gift cards for Kroger or Walmart or gas stations,
Yep.
and or cash or just cash.
It goes right back to our veterans. If we don't, if it's cash, I'd probably make sure the Legion's got it.
Yeah.
Or a lot of times we'll use the cash to go buy the gift cards and Kroger cards. All that money's accounted for. As we help a veteran out, we build a file for them in the system and we put it all in there. So it's all tracked.
Yeah. So we know where it's at.
Awesome. And then, of course, remember to put all of those turkey shoots on your calendar right now. That is every Saturday in April. You'll be able to support our veterans by either volunteering, just coming in, hanging out, and appreciating them,
Have
or by
a cup
shooting.
of coffee with them.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
have a cup of coffee with them.
Come on. You want to, hear the stories and just spend time. Nothing is more valuable
it's-
than your time.
There are times when veterans come in and they start with their stories, and it's like Abigail's over at her desk. There's just a little partition separating us, but I can, and it's so interesting to listen to what they've done and where they've been, and I mean, it's just nice to know that the veterans are out there. I mean, even the guys that are serving now. It's just nice to know that they're out there for our sake. So.
Right. Land of the free because
Yep.
of the brave.
Yep, exactly.
And then remember, this Sunday is 2:00.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this Sunday, 2:00, y'all dust off your cordless
your
power
power tools and
tools
your hammers and
come on out because we need to spiffy up and get ready for our April turkey shoot. Super excited. And then just remember, this coming Monday over at the American Legion is our Tennessee Firearms Association because the Second Amendment meets on this second Monday. So that'll be 6 p.m. We're having our Luck of the Irish potluck. and that's at 6. And then at 6:30, we're going to have a fabulous program. Matter of fact, coming up on the Go Show, we're going to get a little sneak peek of our program speakers. So stay tuned. As you know, every Wednesday I do the Go Show. That is your source for information, inspiration, and always some dates to add to your calendar. So you're going to be able to get a sneak peek on what that is all about. And of course, everybody is welcome at TFA. There's no charge at all. And we're so happy that we have a partnership with the American Legion, and they let us use that facility because it's just a wonderful wonderful thing.
It's a great facility. You can rent that out.
So you can also rent it out.
You can rent it out for wedding receptions or baby showers or whatever. So it's available. Yeah, it's available to rent out.
Very good, very good. So you heard that from Gwen. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna let you guys go so we can get our next people in here. But again, thank you, Scott and Gwen from the Veteran Service Office right here in Robertson County. Phone number one more time.
615-382-6506.
All right, there you go. Thanks, guys, so much. We'll be seeing you soon, and hopefully we can get some homeschool thing going on there. So if you're listening and you're a homeschool person, maybe you might want to get a hold of me, and we can kind of do that together. Yes, schedule it. All right. And you guys can get a hold of me at retrolemarie@gmail.com. Again, that's retrolemarie@gmail.com. All right. It is almost 8 o'clock, and so I am going to bring in our next guest and get ready for the Go Show. I'm so happy that you guys could join us, but I am going to sign off on here because this is one street over. And again, Laverne was a little bit under the weather today, but she should be back tomorrow. But if not, then you'll see me tomorrow. Anyways, you've been listening to 1100 WSGI. Make it a great day.
One street over, there's a life I could have known. It would have kept me from